I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. I know what you're thinking, why is he hot and sweaty? Nothing to do with running today. It's just what happens when you pack Ronaldo. Still can't believe I've done it, but there it is in all his glory. There is a spot missing there, and that's because I'm not sure what to do just yet. But you may know what I'm talking about when you watch the video that comes out after this one, around 8:30, 9 o'clock. But there is Ronaldo. Sancho comes back in for Adama. Review for Adama's on the channel if you're interested in seeing what he's like these days compared to what it was when I first reviewed him when he came out months ago. But Ronaldo is just absolutely incredible. I have actually been running, by the way, but this is me after the shower. I'm still sweating. I probably have to have another shower in a minute. Anyway, today is Monday. Therefore, today we should get something. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what we can expect. Maybe an objective. It's about 5 past, so this should have updated by now. There might be an objective there. No, there's not. I'm not saying they've given up on them, but I think they've sort of just done it so that it's now going to be every Friday. Of course, we get a new season very soon. We've only got 4 days left of this season, so if you've got any of these left to complete, I would hop on and get it done. I really should have been working toward that 87. It just wasn't difficult to do, and I just didn't try and do it on this account. I've done it on my road to glory to the point where I've got the 93, but and same with Bruno. You know, Bruno the 94 on my road to glory is nearly done. On this, I just haven't bothered with it, and I've got 2 games to go to get the 91. I probably will do that just to make sure that I've got that 90 rated card we can throw into an SBC. Speaking of which, okay, so we have a showdown. I read it wrong. I read it wrong. I apologise. I read Lukaku, and I was confused. And then I saw the Lazio badge, and I was like, well, Romelu Lukaku doesn't play for them. It has to be his brother. So it is Jordan Lukaku, who is a 92 rated. Oh my days, look how well-rounded that card is. That is absolutely incredible. It is a shame that he's not a left-back, but still. We have a right-back, Danilo. We already have a Danilo card, which just infuriates me. There are so many Juventus players that haven't got special cards this year that they could easily have given it to. We have a Danilo, a season objective, 80 something or other rated, quite high. There's just no need for it. You know, if you're a Danilo fan and you're happy about this, then that's fine. But I just don't understand why we can't have a different card. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, high medium, 6 foot, all looking good. And of course, taking nothing away from it, that is a sensational card. It's yet another endgame card. But it's yet another Danilo card. I'm going to go through it in a second. How many Juventus cards are there that haven't got special items that would have benefited from this and been something a little bit different? We will go through that in a second. That Danilo card looks really good. Jordan Lukaku, 4-star, that's brilliant. 5'10", which means he fits the meta sensationally well. How old does he look in that picture, though? My God. High medium. I don't know what to say about that card because it's very good and it's coming, but this is and has super sub written all over it, right? Because I don't think this is going to be better than whomever you're currently playing on the left side. If you've unlocked Coman, in my opinion, I'd rather use Coman. If you have Hazard, you know, the player moments or even a FUT birthday version or whatever, if you've got whoever you've got on the left hand side, chances are they're probably as good as, if not better than, Lukaku. If you've got a left back, chances are Roussillon or Mendy, for example, probably better than Lukaku. So the issue with this is, if he was strictly a left back, he would have immense defensive stats. He wouldn't quite be as good going forward. And of course, if he was naturally a left wing, he'd be much better and you drop down the defensive stats. Because he sort of plays left back, left wing back, left mid, they've obviously given him an extremely well-rounded card. Now, I'm not criticising this at all, but the lack of finishing would concern me going forward, and the lack of defensive awareness would concern me at the back. However, However, if you need a utility player to bring on from the bench, you will not find a better card than this. You can play him as a CDM. You can play him as either fullback because he's got a 4-star weak foot. Does he have a... Please tell me he has. No, he doesn't. He's injury prone, so you can expect to see him on the floor a lot. But you can play him anywhere on the pitch. If you give him the right chem style, you could even play him as a striker. He is one of the best well-rounded cards. Slightly more angled to the attacking side of football, but still... That is a brilliant card. I am a big fan of that. I just think it would be better off the bench than it would be starting him, if that makes sense. Now, the question is, how expensive are they? We've talked for 6 minutes. I would hope that these are really cheap. And I'm talking 82, 83 rated teams. I know it sounds stupid, but there are cards better than these. Oh, my days. 85. 85 rated team for Danilo with 75 chemistry. Now, they do go up if, of course, Lazio beat Juve. Lukaku goes to 95. Danilo goes to 95 if it's the other way around. If it's a draw, they both go to 93. I get it. That's fine. That's fair enough. Please be cheaper than an 85. Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, it is cheaper. I know you're thinking, well, no, it's an 85 rated team, but it's 15 chem less, which means you'll need to buy a lot less of the players that link together, so you can get away with putting like a couple of extra goalkeepers or whatever it may be in there, you know, the cheaper 83, 84 rated cards. I like them both. I don't like Danilo as much as I like Lukaku, purely because he already has a card, but it is a fantastic right back. I mean, if you need a right back and he fits the bill, get him done, because it's not a bad price, and I'm not like sat here going, oh, 85 rated team's too expensive, because it's not, right? I mean, if I were to go and have a look at 85 rated teams, let's just pop over for a second. If we have a look at well, I only even have a look at that Get Your Kicks SBC, although 98% of people don't like it, so it'll be interesting to see. State of my face. It'd be interesting to see what that is, and we'll have a look in a minute. But John Lukaku currently coming in around 35 million. No. Obviously, that's just the people putting in icon squads and stuff. But Danilo, roughly around 120. He might be a little bit less. But if we were just to ascertain that an 85 rated team is 120k, just for the sake of argument, is 120,000 expensive for either one of those cards? Not really, especially when you consider one of them will get upgraded, if not both of them, to a 93, but one of them will likely go to a 95. And whichever one does, it's going to be a sensational card. I think Lukaku would benefit more from the upgrade to a 95. And it's always, well, I say it's always the same. It's not always the same, because last time I think Vinicius Jr. from the game, I think that plays tonight actually between Real Madrid and Granada, I think Vinicius Jr. would benefit a lot more than that Makis would, because Makis is already a fantastic card. Vinicius Jr. has a few issues. So, in this case, I want Lukaku to get upgraded, and I think that is a great card, and I will probably complete both, but I'm going to look to get Lukaku done first, because that off the bench would be fantastic. He's got everything, really, that you want in attacking play. He's got pace, 4-star is brilliant. I think he's got that high attacking work rate. Great passing, great dribbling. He's got strength as well. The only thing he doesn't have is defensive awareness, but I'm not really too concerned about that, because chem style boosted up by 10, and all of a sudden you've got a really fast, strong, intelligent player on your hands, and who doesn't want that off the bench? Danilo, good card, just doesn't really go in my team. I suppose I could get him in my Road to Glory team, actually, thinking about it, because it kind of would fit with what I'm trying to do over there. 120k isn't a bad price, but you kind of expect it, you know, middle of July. You'd kind of hope that EA would give them out a little bit more readily. But, you know, they are grindable, especially now given the fact that we have, and let's go back over just a second. We have these 82 to 88 rated upgrades, the 81 plus. You can do bronze into silver, into the 82 to 88. If you then decide that you get 82 rated cards and you'd rather, because they're untradeable, obviously they don't have the value of like 5-6k that they normally would if they were tradable, you could put them into the 81 plus, roll the dice and hope to get something better. I've done that twice today, the 81 plus, 3 times, sorry. I got 2 81 pluses in one pack, and then I've got like 88 and 90 rated cards in the others. So they're not bad. You can offset the price of these quite easily if you're willing to grind them. So even though they are a little bit on the pricey side for the middle of July, I think you can kind of justify them. That Lukaku card, though, I am looking forward to using that. I really, really hope he's good in game. Now, let's just have a very quick look at that Get Your Kicks SBC that people seem to be slating. 98% of people have downvoted this. Oh my days. Why? EA Sports, why? So you get a 2 rare gold players pack as the little extra incentive, which, to be fair, because it's tradable, you never know. But if they just dropped an SBC and said, look, all you're going to get is a 2 rare gold player pack, I would not be really inclined to complete it. They've thrown in a UCL rare card there as well. Unless you pack Messi, Ronaldo, potentially Neymar, that's it, really. I mean, none of the others are really worth a tremendous amount of money. Everyone else is under 100k, I would have thought, even Mbappe. So, 77 rated team. They want gold players, so you can't put like an 80 rated card in there and then dot a couple of silvers in. You have to use all gold. For me, it's just a no-go. I wouldn't bother with it. I mean, on the other hand, you could argue that a 2 rare gold player upgrade, an untradeable upgrade in the upgrade section, is 11 gold cards. I mean, yeah, okay, you only need 40 chem, and you can use all 75 rated, but if you throw in a couple of 77, 78s here or there, you could get it done. I don't know. I think it's pointless. I don't see the point in it at all. But on the other hand, it's realistically, it's not as bad as 98% downvote. I think, you know, if you have to spend money to do it, no, don't bother. But given the price of 82s these days, all you need to do is pack an 82 and an 82 rated UCL player. And who knows? I'm actually going to complete it, and I'm just gonna, I experimented. I wasn't sure if these cards counted as gold cards, but they do. So, happy days. Now, do you think, no, I can't. I was gonna say, do you think I could get away with saving Rully? Because Rully is actually worth about 2k, and 2k for an 81 rated player is actually nothing to sniff at. But for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna sacrifice him, and we're gonna put them into this SBC. Do I recommend doing it? I don't know. Honestly, I'm on the fence with it. I don't think it's as bad as people think it is, but on the other hand, I don't really understand why they've done it. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. I'm actually going to do the UCL player first, because in my opinion, that's the least desirable pack out of the two. It's not going to be a board. Doesn't necessarily mean anything, though, because it could still be an 83, because UCL boards don't count. We get a 79 Vinicius Jr., I mean, if that was the only pack we got back, that is the biggest rip-off I've ever seen. He is currently worth, to be fair, he's currently going for about 2k. And because it's tradable, I can actually get 2,000 coins back. So that's essentially my Rully back. And now I need to pack at least an 82 in this 2 rare gold players pack. So, I mean, if you get a good card, as in a good nation, I'm not going to get a board from it. So, you know, we are looking at worst case scenario here. We get an 82, but it is going to be an off-league, not great-looking 82. So he might actually be a lot cheaper than I was hoping for. We get a 76 rated Castagna. That is the best of the worst situation you can hope for, I think. So he's worth just over 1,000 coins. I'll put him in the club and use him in an 81 plus. This card is worth maybe 3k. So, I mean, given what I gave up, a lot of them are untradeable. So if you've got an awful lot of untradeable cards, maybe it's worth rolling the dice. But if any of those cards, say you give up a similar squad to what I just gave up, if most of them were tradable, just sell them and do that. Unless you want to roll the dice. But either way, I don't know. I don't know why they've done that. If you have enjoyed today's video, then do me a favour and hit the like button. Let me know. Are you going to complete Showdown Lukaku or Danilo, or neither, or both? And of course, who do you think is going to win, Juventus or Lazio? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for you. And until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.